Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
We're just a couple of kooky, crazy kids in love that love reacting to Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Hell yeah, we do.
So Season 2, Episode 2. You can get early ad-free access and see our full watch-along reactions for this series on Patreon. Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Season 2 is off to a bang.
Cave of Two Lovers. Ooh la la.
You guys are gonna be done soon, right?
Oh, Momo curled up on his belly.
So you were showing me the octopus form.
Your arms are too far apart. See, if you move them closer together, you protect your center. You got it?
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Let's see what you got.
Dang, Katara.
Mm-hmm.
You make a fine octopus, Pupil Aang.
Hop in the water.
Living his best life.
Hey, river people.
We're not river people.
You're not? Well, then what kind of people are you?
Just people.
Aren't we all, brother?
Who are you?
I'm Chong, and this is my wife, Lily.
Fancy word for hippie. And they're high.
Nice
Definitely high.
underwear.
Yep.
I didn't find anything to eat.
Problem with that flower.
What are you doing?
You're looking at the rare white dragon bush. Its leaves make a tea so delicious it's heartbreaking. Oh, it's the white jade bush, which is poisonous.
Should probably know the difference on that.
Yeah. Don't take the chance.
Hey, Sokka, you should hear some of these stories. These guys have been everywhere.
Well, not everywhere, little arrowhead, but where we haven't been, we've heard about through stories and songs.
There's a waterfall that creates a never-ending rainbow. We need to get to Omashu.
Yep.
You gotta focus less on the where and more on the going.
Oh, Ma.
Sokka's right. We need to find King Boomy so Aang can learn earthbending somewhere safe.
Well, sounds like you're headed to Omashu. There's a story about a secret past.
Is this real or a legend?
Oh, it's a real legend, and it's as old as earthbending itself.
Song time. He's in hell. I don't think Appa's happy, but he's very tired.
It's got a lot of braids, so he's been decorated.
Forget the next couple lines. Secret tunnel through the mountains. Secret tunnel. Yeah.
Great song.
I think we'll just stick with flying.
Yeah, thanks for the help, but Appa hates going underground. And we need to do whatever makes Appa most comfortable.
Secret love cave, let's go.
Poor Appa.
Zuko, remember that plant I thought might be tea?
It was not.
I did, and it wasn't. When the rash spreads to my throat, I will stop breathing. But look what I found. These are pakui berries, known to cure the poison of the white jade plant. That or macaole berries that cause blindness.
We're not we need to get help.
But where are we going to go? We're enemies of the Earth Kingdom.
If the Earth Kingdom discovers us, they'll have us killed.
But if the Fire Nation discovers us, we'll be turned over to Azula.
Earth Kingdom it is.
better death. Okay.
Actually, it's not just one tunnel. The lovers didn't want anyone to find out about their love, built a whole labyrinth.
Labyrinth?
I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Just gotta go with the flow.
To do is trust in love, according to the curse.
Curse? What exactly is this curse?
The curse says that only those that trust in love can make it through the caves. Otherwise, you'll be trapped in them forever.
And die.
Hey, I just remembered the rest of that song. And die.
There's no way we're going through some cursed hole.
Hey, someone's making a big campfire.
It's Fire Nation.
Tunnel of death it is.
Everyone into the hole.
Oh, Appa doesn't like it.
Hold on, too dangerous. Haven't you heard the song? The mountain will take care of the rest.
Oh, Appa.
Just claustrophobic.
Chong, how long do those torches last?
About 2 hours each.
And we have 5 torches, so that's 10 hours.
Nope. Yeah.
That if they're all lit at the same time?
Oh, right.
I'm gonna make a map to keep track of exactly where we've been. Then we should be able to solve it like a maze and get through.
Good job, Sokka.
You two must not be from around here. We know better than to touch the white jade. So where are you traveling from?
Yes, we're travelers.
Do you have names?
Of course we have names. I'm Lee. And this is my uncle, Mushi.
Yes, my nephew was named after his father, so we just call him Junior.
Mushi and Junior, huh? My name is Song. You two look like you could use a good meal. Why don't you stay for dinner?
But we need to be moving on.
My mom always makes too much roast duck.
Where do you live exactly?
Sokka, this is the 10th dead end you've led us to.
We already came through this way. There's something strange here. There's only one explanation. The tunnels are changing.
What?
My daughter tells me you're refugees. We were once refugees ourselves.
When I was a little girl, the Fire Nation raided our farming village. All the men were taken away. That was the last time I saw my father.
I haven't seen my father in many years.
Is he fighting in the war?
Kind of.
Yeah.
The tunnels. I knew we shouldn't have come down here.
If only we listened to you.
Listen.
Yeah, follow that voice.
Oh.
It's a wolf bat!
No!
Appa, calm down, calm down.
Yeah, it's no use. We're separated. But at least you have us.
Oh God, now he's in hell. He's got Momo.
Can I join you? I know what you've been through. We've all been through it. The Fire Nation has hurt you.
Yeah.
It's okay. They've hurt me too.
He needs to see the real damage of this war.
Don't let the falling rocks turn your smile. Tunnels are as dark as that's way.
Even Mo was like, what the F with this guy?
Yeah.
Aang, look! We found the exit!
Yeah, he's getting you out of here.
There you go, Appa.
This isn't the exit.
It's a tomb.
Two lovers?
Yep.
It must be the two lovers from the legend. That's who's buried here.
These pictures tell their story.
Lore time.
They met on top of the mountain that divided their two villages. The villages were enemies, so they could not be together. But their love was strong, and they found a way. The two lovers learned earthbending from the badger moles. They became the first earthbenders. They built elaborate tunnels so that they could meet secretly. Anyone who tried to follow them would be lost forever in the labyrinth. But one day, the man didn't come. He died in the war between their two villages. Devastated, the woman unleashed a terrible display of her earthbending power. She could have destroyed them all. But instead, she declared the war over. Both villages helped her build a new city where they would live together in peace. The woman's name was Oma, and the man's name was Shu. The great city was named Omashu as a monument to their love. Love is brightest in the dark.
Oh, great! Trying to get us out of here.
Whoa, wait a minute. We're thinking of ideas? Because I've had an idea for like an hour now. If love is the key out of here, then all we need to do is play a love song.
All you need is love.
Do, 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 do.
I have a crazy idea. What? Never mind, it's too crazy.
No, do it.
I was thinking, the curse says we'll be trapped in here forever unless we trust in love.
Where are you going with this?
Well, what if we kissed?
Us kissing?
See, it was a crazy idea.
Us kissing.
Can you imagine that?
I definitely wouldn't want to kiss you.
Oh, dude.
Oh, well, I didn't realize it was such a horrible option. Sorry I suggested it.
No, I mean, if it was a choice between kissing you and dying. That's a compliment.
Well, I'm not sure which I would rather do.
What is wrong with me?
Yeah, Aang, yeah. Yeah, dude.
You're an awkward preteen, that's what's wrong with you.
Even if you're lost, you can't.
Oh, I'm amazed Sokka hasn't, like, full-on murdered someone by now.
Thank you for the duck. It was excellent. Junior, where are your manners? You need to thank these nice people.
Thank you.
I know you don't think there's any hope left in the world, but there is hope. The Avatar has returned.
I know.
What are you doing?
You're gonna steal from them now?
Yeah. I thought meeting her was going to change him for the better.
What can we do?
Turn out the torch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Lights the way.
Oh, there's a lot more.
Jesus.
Hey, you saved us, Sokka.
They were trying to get away from something.
From what?
Something bigger.
Ooh.
Earthbending badgers.
Yeah. Get out of the way, dude. It's between them. Oh, you're going to play a tune for them? Please.
Those things are music lovers. The big bad badger moles who earthbend the tunnels, hate the wolf bats but love the sound.
It's made of some kind of crystal. They must only light up in the dark.
That's how the two lovers found each other. They just put out their lights and followed the crystals. That must be the way out.
So,
let's go.
Was I a good kisser?
I mean, as an awkward preteen, it's probably safe to say it could use some work.
Oh, Appa.
what about Sokka?
Hell yeah.
How did you guys get out?
Just like the legend says, we let love lead the way.
We let huge, ferocious beasts lead our way.
The Sokka way.
Bye, badgers. Oh,
I was worried about you.
telling the whole story.
Yep.
Why's your forehead all red?
Nobody react to what I'm about to tell you. I think that kid might be the Avatar.
So are you guys gonna come to Omashu with us?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah. Only one episode, please.
I hope you learned a little something about not letting the plans get in the way of the journey.
Just play your songs.
Hey, good plan! Even if you're lost, you can't lose the love because it's in your heart.
The journey was long and annoying, but now you get to see what it's really about. I present to you the Earth Kingdom city of Oh no.
Son of a bitch. Hope the king's okay.
Yeah.
Those nomads were quite something.
Something indeed. Yeah, going into a tunnel of death with an army behind you that's doing a cave-in. On the one hand, I wish I could approach life with that much carefree spirit, but I think I'm more like Sokka. I mean, not fully Sokka. Probably land more in like the Katara range, but that whole idea of like, it's fine, just sing a song as we walk through the tunnels of death and dead ends of misery and some sort of weird labyrinth we'll never get out of. I don't know. They were remarkably calm about the whole thing.
Yeah, agreed.
Lots of weed. Lots of weed.
Yep. The relationship with Katara and Aang, just they're still, seem to be developing that a little bit. I don't know if that's for sure going to happen. I still kind of don't. It's not that I'd hate it if it happened or anything like that, but I just like them all as like, I don't know, a family unit as opposed to like romantically.
Yeah, if Katara and Aang get together romantically, it's going to be awkward for Sokka to constantly feel like the third wheel.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be fun.
Rubbing their love in front of him while he's just gotta, I don't know, stare out at the moon. Which, he still hasn't really dealt with that. So I'm wondering if that's gonna come up again. Because he's actually, he's handling it pretty well for like the love of his life to have been torn from him like that and then ripped away. So I think he's like keeping it together very well, Sokka. So I'm impressed with that.
I don't think I'm convinced she was the real love of his life. Like I had said earlier, temporary, only because I was like, I think it is that thing of infatuation that you get when you are a teenager and like you can kind of like seemingly fall hard and fast, but you don't even really know each other yet. So it's not like it really actually goes super deep as much as it is like, I don't know, being a teenager and kind of discovering all this stuff. So if she'd truly been like the love of his life, they'd been together for a time and like really knew each other, then yeah, I'd say he's dealing with it really well. But I could see a world in which it was dealt with in that episode and it was sad for everyone to see her make that sacrifice and then moving on.
Yeah, I mean, love of his life, like, you know, necessarily soulmate, but love of his life as far as his life has gone so far, that was the love. Like, he's like probably most he's cared for a girl. And so even like not having known each other that well, to have those feelings for someone and then to see them die, like I don't think that's a day. I don't think that's just like okay, like you get over that in one night. I still think that's gotta be painful. We haven't seen it yet. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like something's gonna come up from that.
Next time he sees a full moon.
Yeah, exactly. Zuko, on the mention of the Avatar, it's felt like Zuko's like, oh yeah, I got my mission again. I'm going to get the Avatar. But does he really want to do it to get back in with the Fire Nation and get back in with his dad? Or like, doesn't he like realize that ship's kind of sailed? And, I mean, maybe not. I mean, he's just always trying to prove himself. What do you think about that?
I kind of think it's one of those things of like, he has no purpose beyond getting the Avatar. Being exposed to this woman and her mother, this family who's been scarred, literally physically scarred and also emotionally by the Fire Nation, so that he's actually getting to see the consequences of his family's actions. He doesn't want to hear it. He doesn't want to see it. He doesn't want to know the truth. He wants the truth to be what he wants it to be. And so anything that conflicts with that narrative, he just isn't open to it at all, which is why this family that showed him such generosity and kindness, he repays with insult and theft by nearly forgetting to thank them, by then stealing their animal, and absolutely no gratitude towards them, and just a growl at the mention of an Avatar, like, oh, but there's hope. The Avatar came back. I know. Like he's so bitter that, I mean, there's a part of me that's like, I want you to get the Avatar, Zuko. Because then once you do, you will have nothing left in your life. Because there's nothing left but that for you. Because you've been such an ass to every person.
Still have Iroh. Iroh's never going to leave him.
Right, but he was an amazingly huge ass to Iroh.
Yeah.
Like, he treats his uncle so monstrously.
Not all the time, but I mean, yeah, most recently he has.
Yeah, like, in his mind, Iroh is there to serve him. He doesn't see Iroh as his own person with his own wants, desires, hopes. Like, no, Iroh is just there to, like, be his bagman.
I think you're being a little harsh. I mean, I think that their moment that they had on the ship before he went in to get the Avatar, when Iroh was saying how he thinks of Zuko as a son, like, it seemed like there was real care. And we've seen Zuko go back and like not go after the Avatar because Iroh was in danger and go and save Iroh. He was just a dick to him most recently. And so I think
he's a dick to him more often than just most recently. He's been a dick a few times.
He has, but he thinks of him more than just his bagman. You got to give him that. He really loves his uncle.
He does. He just, again, anything that conflicts with Zuko's narrative turns him into an absolute raging asshole. And Iroh's like, hey, we should think about this, conflicted with the narrative of, I'm going to be reunited and happy with my father again.
Yeah.
Therefore, he lashes out. Like, he has no concept of reality if the reality contradicts his fantasy.
I think he's trying to get the Avatar now, not to get back in the good graces of the Fire Nation, but to overtake and become like the leader of the Fire Nation. Like, I think like he's like, I've done something that my dad was never able to do, my grandfather was never able to do. I captured the Avatar, and so he'd want to do that to go back, and like, I don't think it's what's going to happen. But like, I think in his head now, that's what his purpose is. It's not to get the Avatar to get back in the good graces of his family and restore his honor. It's, I'm going to get the Avatar, stick it to my father, I'm going to take his throne, and I'm going to be the king of the Fire Nation.
Now, see, if that were coming from the sister, I'd be like, yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, she's just ruthless.
That's just it. Like, she has that level of disregard for others. Zuko is an ass to people, but his ass behavior comes from lashing out.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, she is a cold-hearted, manipulative son of a bitch, to be honest, to do to her brother what she did.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that
She'd
Zuko...
technically be a daughter of a bitch.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
I don't think that Zuko is as horrendous a person as to do that. I think Zuko still desperately wants his father's approval.
Yeah.
So, like, even if he's going to go at it with the chip on his shoulder of, like, I'm going to do the thing that you've never been able to do, underneath it is still, so please love me. Please love me.
Probably.
Whereas, like, the sister would do that and be like, so now I'm dethroning you. This is my kingdom now, bitch. Get out. Like with her...
More ruthless.
Yeah, there's...
I can see that.
You know, that's at least how she comes across.
So if you want to jump ahead to the next episode, then check out Patreon. We got a link down below in the description of this video for that. Also see our full watch-along reactions that way.
Yep.
Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for Avatar: The Last Airbender, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.